of inclusive education. Okay, so I know that everybody of you are very knowledgeable of what is inclusive education because we tackled all semester about inclusive education. Okay, so the derivation of inclusive education, it is inclusive education benefits all students by providing a learning environment that meets each student's individual needs. So in inclusive education, it allows all students equal access to general education curriculum. So regardless of their abilities, disabilities, which is very common on inclusive education, that this approach helps all students reach their full potential by providing the necessary support they need to succeed. So engaging on our benefit of inclusive education, you hear the different portion of the benefits of inclusive education. First of that is it creates a culture of acceptance and understanding. So in inclusive education, it seeks to create a culture of acceptance and understanding by bringing together all students, regardless of their ability, in one learning environment. So in inclusive education, it helps to break down the barriers that often exist between the students with disabilities and without. It allows students with disabilities to learn from their peers, which can benefit them academically and socially. So of course, these students, we don't want it to have a barrier. So we need to break that barrier in order for us to communicate and we can be socialized well. So in your creative culture acceptance, of course, we people, especially we in the society or in the Philippines, have a different culture. So all we need to do is respect. Give respect, be knowledgeable enough, and have a circumstances of understanding of what their culture are in. So next is we have the view of friendship and bonds between classmates. So this was having all students in the same classroom, and regardless of abilities. So classmates have the opportunity to get to know each other better. So they can learn from one another and how to break down barriers that we exist between different people. Okay, so prepares students for life after school. So it prepares them for the real world. So where they will encounter people from all walks of life. So of course, we have different issues, we have different talks in life. So one of that is the social life. So good friendship is one of the most needed for us students because we students, if we're anything else, we have different schools, we have institutions. So in order to have a great environment, we have to be one. We have to be having a friendship with different terms. So wherever you are to be contented, wherever you are to be comfortable, so you have to be real friendship. So that in the environment, it could have a great and united environment for us. Okay, so that is how this all students reach their full potential. So inclusive education benefits all students by providing a learning environment that meets each student's individual needs. So with inclusive education, it allows all students equal access to the general education curriculum. So regardless of their abilities or disabilities, they approach all students. So this approach helps all students reach their full potential. So furthermore, help all students reach their full potential. Because we people, or we students, we have a different potentials. So in order to reach out that potential, skills and everything, of course, we have to be in an inclusive environment. We have to be knowledgeable. We have to be inclusive, allowing that barriers will be great and giving the abilities or the disabilities to be conquered or for one another. So with that, this approach helps all students reach their full potential. Next and last is benefits the whole school community. So inclusive education, it benefits the whole school community by creating a more tolerant and understanding environment. And it allows to break down social barriers. Okay, so and a foster sense of community. Of course, because in inclusive education, we of inclusive education, we have to be socialized. We have to be socialized and more information to be conducted so that it will not be allows us to be like, oh, more grades. Okay, so by providing a learning environment that is welcoming and supportive, so inclusive education can help students feel seen and valued regardless of their abilities and difference. So by the benefits of the whole community, it is leading them to be feel good, regardless of their differences and their abilities. So their abilities can be formed to be good and to be reached out and of being what they wanted to. So in inclusive education, what we need is to be more accepted, be united, and more socialized for every individual. So my next report will continue with this medallion.
Inclusive education has been found to improve social skills among students. This is because inclusive educations ensure all students, regardless of their ability, are allowed to learn in a mainstream classroom setting. So, inclusive education also allow more significant interaction between students of different ability levels, which help to break down barriers and misconceptions. So, as a result, the students in inclusive education programs tend to have better social skills than those who are not in exclusive classroom programs. So, furthermore, inclusive education foster a sense of community among students as they all work together towards a common goal. Next is inclusive education welcomes diversity within schools by providing a safe place and supportive environment for all students. So inclusive education allows students to feel accepted, respected, and valued for who they are. This education approach helps create more positive and inclusive school climate, which is essential for promoting a social justice and ensuring that all students have an opportunity to reach their full potential. Inclusive education has been found to improve academic outcomes among students with and without disabilities. A study by the National Center Education Statistics found that on average, students in inclusive setting perform better than those segregated settings on standardized tests. So this may be due to the fact that inclusive setting provides students with a more diverse learning experience, which allow them to learn from the interaction with the classmates who have different strengths and weaknesses. Inclusive education can help to reduce bullying and harassment in schools by creating a safe and welcoming environment for all students. So, by ensuring that all students feel welcome and included in a school community, so inclusive education can help to prevent bullying and harassment from occurring. So, in addition, inclusive education can also help to provide support for students who have been victims of bullying or harassment by providing students with safe place to turn for help. So, inclusive education can help to reduce the negative impact that bullying and harassment can have on students' lives. There are many ways that inclusive education can be implemented in schools. So, one way is to modify the teaching methods, materials, and resources used in a classroom. This can be done by creating visual aids and learning tools that are accessible to all students, regardless of their abilities. So it is also important to ensure that the classroom environment is very welcoming and supportive so that all students feel comfortable participating in class activities. So other way to implement inclusive education is by creating a culture of inclusion within the school community. This can be done by educating staff, parents, and students about the benefits of inclusive education and providing training and support for those working with the special needs. So, it is also essential to provide opportunities for all students to interact with each other so they can learn from each other and build a friendship. So, in conclusion, inclusive education benefits all students by providing them an equal opportunity to learn and grow. It also helps to break down barriers between different groups of people and allow everyone to feel welcomed and valued in the educational setting. So inclusive education is the key to creating more just an equitable society for everyone. Thank you.